Hello, welcome to a new video. You find me today in Ashchurch railway station. Usual story. I'm doing another 100-kilometre Brevet Populaire from Tewkesbury, and yeah, we're going out to Chaddersley Corbett today, and as I like to rename it, Ronnie Corbett, and back. So that's sort of north of here, up through Worcester and Droitwich, and then back again. It's almost an out and back sort of route, so no difficulties there. Done it a fair few times with the January sale and what have you, so yeah, no problems there. A big electric bus with its massive batteries on the roof. Weird looking thing. Anyway, yeah, so that's what we're up to today. Come along with me. Well, here we are at by the Severn again. Looking ridiculously tranquil this morning. People out walking their dogs, with it being Easter weekend and everything. Another ride where it's a bit grey, but you know, Thursday was absolutely stunning, wall to wall sunshine. I was stuck inside, and you're like, I wish I was out on my bike. But it's dry, at least for now. Apparently there's named Storm Dave coming in this evening, so you know, we need to get this done and dusted before that happens. It gets wet. But yeah. So a lot more people than I'm used to. I keep forgetting because I don't ride in the 200. It's like an hour and a half later, and everybody's got out of bed. Looking forward to the summer now, nicer weather. Doesn't take you 10 minutes to get dressed to get out, you know. So it should be a little bit less hilly than last time. So what was that, a month ago now? So yeah, that was a bit grippy in places going over the mulva ferns. Actually, you can see the mulva ferns through just to the left of the tree. Be the most obvious. But yeah, we're not going that way this time. There's a little hill there. That's the red brick building. I'm not sure if you can see it on this camera, but the red brick building there is the water treatment plant. That flooded back in 2007, whenever that was, and that was why the residents of Gloucester all had to have bottled water, because that had river water in it, and they've built it up since then so that it doesn't happen again. But yeah, anyway, there's a hill opposite beyond that. We go up there, follow the A38 for about a mile, and then we branch off right down through the lanes, then through Twinning and what have you. So yeah, it's quite pleasant, and it's there's some little kickers up there, but nothing too major, and I think that basically describes today, really. So I'm on the Condor again today. Good old faithful. It's been a good bike, that. I've had it, well, I was thinking the other day how long I've had it now, and it's 4 years. I bought it in April 22, so yeah, it's done all right. They've updated it since. The only real difference is that it's now flat mount, whereas this is post mount brake calipers. And that's really the only difference. They got different colours and that, but the price is considerably more now. But yeah, I'd definitely get another one. I you know, if you're looking for a steel road bike, do it all road bike, yeah, I would definitely recommend the Condor Fratello. They do it in a rim brake version still as well, so if you don't like disc brakes, then you know, that is still an option. I do like the simplicity of rim brakes. You know, sometimes there is a lot of faffing with certainly the hydraulic. Well, I say that the hydraulic lot of faffing. It's not really, because it self-adjusts a bit like your car, but whereas the mechanical cable activated ones don't, you have to keep fiddling with them to take up for the wear and what have you. But yeah, it is a lot more messing about than with rim brakes, so I get it why people don't like them. I nearly came out on the gravel bike today, but well, yeah, it's a Mexican standoff with 2 dogs over the other side of the river. It's a bit like the good, the bad and the ugly, both looking at each other like gunslingers. It's quite funny. Ah, there we go. He's wagging his tail, so they're going to be nice, I think. Yeah, they're having a sniff of each other. Anyway, we can't be long to go now, so I'll start waffling and I'll pick you up on the road. Well, you join me a few miles in now. I'm on the outskirts of the village of Crowell, which is where the first info control is. And yeah, I'm just departing the village, and we're probably, I don't know, probably 16, 17 miles in now. I haven't picked this camera up for a little while. Just wanted to sort of get a few miles in before I started doing that. But we're not far from Joy Twitch now. Anyway, I'll pick you up in a bit. Well, that's Joy Twitch ticked off. Wasn't too bad, wasn't too busy there. Traffic lights at the staggered crossroads in the middle there was on green, so I went straight through. So that was a bonus. Anyway, we're on this lane now. Takes us all the way to Ronnie Corbett. Good tailwind, and a bit of a slog on the way home, I think.
Well, I was born just west of the river. Mississippi mud running in my veins, and on the road where I found peace. I spent my whole life running my world. It's gonna be a long way home. And it's gonna take my heart and soul, my heart and soul. We started off before I started school. Mom and Dad said we're headed south, we're gonna move. Well, I hung on for a year or two after, but I forgot.
Well, that's a cup of coffee and a piece of cake here in Chaddersley Corbett. Very busy. You know, folks out, day out on, I already said Christmas Saturday then, Easter Saturday. So, yeah, we're just going to start now going back into the wind. So, it took about 2.5 hours to get here. So, I think it'll probably add another hour onto that to get back. And then it should be job done. But, no, I've enjoyed that so far. You know, a rolling rather than a really hilly route. Just what I needed. And, you know, if you fancy a trip, you're out this part of the world and you fancy a trip out, you know, I can highly recommend this event. Emily Wardle's spring trip, or whatever it's called. So, yeah, back to the hot pole.
Yeah, the house and trail ridge road. I spent my whole life running from my world. It's gonna be a long way home. And it's gonna take my heart and soul, my heart and soul. I only see you now in memories, or in the night on a long drive through. Someday I'll put off the road somewhere near East Moore, and I'll find that little church where my family filled the pew. I spent my whole life running from my world. It's gonna be a long way home. It's gonna take my heart and soul. It's gonna be a long way home.
Oh, I've just come up that white path out of Droitwich, as you will have seen, and this looks familiar. And I did this a couple of times on my Wardle 600, but coming the other way. It's a bit tougher in this direction because it was uphill into the wind. Now we've come up out of the trees and the shelter. It's yeah, this wind's picking up with this storm that's coming in for tonight. Anyway, let's keep moving. far this is attempt number 3 at this clip, to be honest. I had the camera on some weird settings. So this is the canal that takes us into the centre of Worcester. The towpath you're looking at there is Route 45 of the National Cycleway network. I don't know the name of the canal, but I'm sat on some lock gates, which don't look as if they've been used in a fair while. I mean, they might be, I don't know. Just need a lick of paint, I think. Anyway, we're looking up north-ish towards Droitwich again. And if you can hear the roar of the traffic, that's the M5, which is off through the trees here. And they've got this nice non-slip surface. You go down here eventually and then you turn left. There's a nice traffic-free route through Worcester, or at least through the top part of it. And we rejoin the route from this morning a bit further the other side of Worcester, I think. Fortunately here, the trees are providing a bit of shelter from the wind, which is coming from the left to right, and gradually getting stronger as this Storm Dave is coming in. So now on the orbital pedway around Worcester, take us down to the river at some point, and then over the bridge there. It's a fancy bridge on the cycle path there. I'm trying to remember the name of the place and it's gone out of my head. It begins with a D. Right, yeah. So folks, got about 12 miles to go. Feeling it's starting to feel a bit knackered because of this wind now. It's quite hard. It's been a bit of a slog all the way back, which I was expecting, and you know, as I keep saying, the wind is picking up. Anyway, yeah, we've just crossed over the M5, so we're on the west side of that now. We're going to go down this lane and rejoin the route at Staverton, Strensham Village, which is where we were earlier. We've got a sort of half a mile or so, and then a slight deviation from this morning, then into Twinning, and then from Twinning back to Tewkesbury. And yeah, it's turned out a nice day now. It was a bit cloudy and a bit grey earlier, and there was a few odd spots here and there, and I thought, oh, here we go, we're going to get a bit wet today, but no, it's it's turned out really nice, apart from the wind. Computer saying I'm going to finish at 25 to 4, probably a bit later than that, but I'm going to have a good hour and a half in hand at the end, which is alright. Not rushing it, and I can't, to be honest, at the minute.
Yeah, I have a good feeling, staring at the starry ceiling, a dream in my heart. Yeah, this is just the start. My suitcase is packed and I'm wheeling. I'm on the move, out into the great wide open. Look out, world, here I come. Hoist up my sails and ride the wind. Climb to the top of a mountain, fly around the world over oceans.
Well, folks, that's me done and dusted. About an hour and 40 minutes in hand. Hour 35, something like that, so that's alright. Yeah, the rain's coming in now, I can feel it. So I'm not going to be sat here too long to get wet. But I mean, if I pick this up and I'll show you, there's a bit more of a ripple on the river now than what there was first thing this morning. I mean, you can see up by that little boat there, the wind coming round the corner. We're obviously in the shelter here, but yeah, that was all right. Enjoyed that. And I think what I'll do is I'll wrap up the video at the car. So I'll speak to you in a bit. Well, folks, that's me back at the car. That wind has really picked up now. I hadn't quite appreciated how strong it actually is until I'd stopped here and was putting the bike back in the car and that kind of thing. But yeah, so in a funny kind of way, I'm kind of glad that's done and dusted, really. But that's a really good day out. So if you see it next year, you know, and you want an easy 100, then I can highly recommend it. It is a bit of an out and back, but it was nice coming back through the bike paths of Worcester. And that, and Joyswitch and what have you. So yeah, that was quite good. Enjoyed that. Didn't get wet. So all in all, a good day out. But yes, and the bluebells are now out. So you know, that's spring. It really has sprung now. Give it another few weeks and it start warming up. Anyway, folks, I'm going to make a move, and I shall see you on the next video. Thanks, everyone. You take care.